Yeah, got a new show for y'all.
Got a damn good show.
All right, so Tim Pool is doing his thing. He got this comedian on his show.
Yeah.
And he triggers Tim Pool. So he goes off on him, checks him.
He checks him.
Yeah, let's get to it. But before we get to today's video, don't forget we got a new giveaway. Ram Diesel 2500 Turbo, 10,000 cash. To get in it to win, all you got to do is go to officialhorsetwins.com, buy my damn good coffee or some methylene blue or t-shirts or anything outside, and you get automatically in it to win. All right, let's listen to this leftist idiot. Oh, he's a leftist?
Donald Trump dumped food into a fish pond after Shinzo Abe did. Why are you trying to make that a negative
I don't even
story?
know what that
it was like,
talking about there.
It's all of these hoaxes. The very fine people hoax.
I mean, I remember the line. Yeah,
Trump never called Nazis fine people.
He said there were very fine people on both sides,
except the neo-Nazis and white nationalists who should be condemned totally.
He said that.
Holy shit!
See, Democrat voters said he said that. Kevin, Democrat voters are low information voters. They don't pay attention to what's really going on. They just read a headline. It's, oh man, he's horrible. Yeah. The difference between a Republican and a Democrat is the devil in the details. Yeah.
Brother,
I don't live in your bubble, man.
You don't live in the fucking news, dude. Come the fuck on. You don't read the fucking news. This is what fucking blows my mind.
No, I just don't have your. I don't have your.
No,
obsessions.
Trump did not call neo-Nazis and white supremacists very fine people, bro. It's been almost 10 years, and you still think he did. That's what's fucked up.
I didn't say I think he did. I just don't know what you're talking about because I don't like. I don't listen to your shit.
It's not about listening to my shit, bro. It's reading the news. It's fact checking, bro. I got Snopes for you. They're not a conservative publication. Even Snopes was like, guys, stop saying this.
I don't know why you're shouting at me. I was just asking you to explain.
Because the issue we have, and I apologize because I'm not trying to.
He's playing the victim now.
At you, I'm shouting in exasperation that we've had two liberals on in the past 2 weeks who didn't know this. And I'm just like, for the love of all is holy, all I do all day is I read probably 500 news articles every single day from CNN, the New York Times, MSNBC, and all their aggregates.
But you know what's crazy about that? The typical American voter, they don't have time for that. They just read bullet points, headlines. That's it, which is the Democrat voter. Like Republican voters, we are really invested into this. Yeah. Like when I wake up, that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Yeah. And just on the left, they're not invested at all.
And then liberals come on and they believe things that were debunked 8 years ago.
I didn't say I believed it. I was just asking what you were talking about.
You didn't know.
He's trying to backtrack.
Now he's gaslighting him. First he said he was in his bubble.
Yeah.
He called him and said, I don't live in your bubble. Now he's gaslighting. I didn't say that. Yeah.
Do this.
Yeah, I don't know everything that you know.
But this is what Biden launched his campaign on. Biden made a public announcement to launch his presidency in 2020 off of this lie. And you didn't know that. 5 years later.
I don't know why you're getting on me about this, but
it's again, I apologize. I'm not trying to get on you. It's the exasperation largely with liberals.
You know, it's fortunate to watch the country like descend into that again. You know, racial issues are hard to tackle because we're very susceptible to it, and unfortunately, we've backslid into a period of white racial backlash again, where the people around the country are they're just like, I mean, the Trump administration literally just treats any black person as unqualified.
So remember when the first time Trump won this was a white backlash to what Obama did? Mm-hmm. And he's saying that happened again this time. How many percentage of Latino men voted for Trump?
Yeah.
It was like, what, 64%?
60-some%. A lot of black people, he had a record turnout in black folks and black women.
Yeah, he did better in numbers with all minorities.
Yeah.
But it's
not a backlash.
Yeah, it's not a white backlash. It was a countrywide backlash from all ethnic groups in this country.
They lost ground in every state. They lost like almost double digits in blue states.
Yeah. Yeah, so this guy's a total turd.
Yeah.
And fires them from the federal government. Like, that's what Pete Hegseth is doing in the Department of Defense. It's like, it's just like out and out racism. It's like a racial purge of the government. It's really bizarre. They're trying to like reset the country.
Where did that happen where they were firing black people?
I mean, I don't know the names off the top of my head, but yeah.
That sounds not true.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, because like, I'll put it this way, even if it were true, it's so overt. that like
Yeah, they're being really overt about it. I mean, Donald Trump is going on television and going, planes are crashing because of DEI. So it's
but DEI
really,
is a philosophy, is an ideology.
he's saying because there are unqualified air traffic controllers because they were hired because they're people of color. It's racist. He's racist. He's a racist.
That's not racist when you're hiring people, giving them a pass over more qualified people. DEI in itself is racist. If Trump calls it out, how does that make him a racist if you're pushing a racist policy?
Yeah, because he's an idiot. That girl that crashed that helicopter into that plane,
I think suicide.
I know it's a conspiracy theory, but you're at the airport. You know where you're flying. There's planes landing.
You
know
have
this.
the hours to fly by yourself.
Yeah, she had 500 hours of flying on her own, right? She knows where she's at. And you fly, there's one plane coming and you go right for it.
That might sound crazy, but I think, man, that was intentional.
DEI not only benefited black people, it benefited mostly white women.
Yeah. Because DEI is to encourage more hiring of minorities and women. But there's more white women in America than any other minority group. So who's going to benefit the most? White women.
Yeah,
but you say it only benefits black people. No, it benefited white women way more than minorities.
Yeah.
Way more. It's just everything that comes out of the mouth is just propaganda. It's a twist to it.
Yeah. This guy.
Racist man, and he's issuing racist policy, and the entire country's going along with it because we're in a period of white racial backlash.
When do you think
White racial
Racist policy.
White racial backlash.
You know what a racial backlash is? I'll give you a perfect example.
Black fatigue.
Yeah, black fatigue. Shaloa, the woman that called that autistic kid the N-word, the money she's raised, I would call that a white backlash.
Right.
Only because of what Carmelo Anthony did.
Yeah.
Because black people supporting the murderer, why can't you support a white woman when she makes a mistake and calls some kid the N-word?
Yeah. Yeah, this guy.
That's a white backlash.
Yeah. Let me see if there's anything left.
think he became racist?
I think he's been racist his whole fucking life, and the entire country's going along with it because we're in a period of white racial backlash.
When do you think he became racist?
I think he's been racist his fucking life.
I see pictures of Trump taking pictures with Snoop Dogg and black rappers.
He got a award from Jesse Jackson. Yeah, he was on stage cracking jokes with Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, a white supremacist, a racist person doesn't hang out with black people. Like you never saw Jared Taylor like hanging out with black people, and I wouldn't even call him a white supremacist. He's just
A white separatist.
yeah. He's like but everything he says makes sense. It's not like he's lying.
Yeah, and he still doesn't realize that Trump is not necessarily a Republican at heart. He's pushing liberal policies.
Like what? Like what?
About the tariffs, about it's more of a leftist ideology when it comes to the tariffs because it always been about free trade. Nah,
Right.
he doesn't believe in free trade anymore. He's forcing people to bring their jobs here. He's forcing American workers to get these jobs. In the past, we was pushing all these jobs overseas. That's free trade. Now, when it comes to that policy, it's more of a leftist ideology.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that leftist. It'd be common sense.
Huh?
You know, it's like a common sense thing at this point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tag it liberal. Everything liberal is just stupid.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's not
so what are you talking about?
That's not a conservative or Republican or liberal idea.
Yeah.
Republicans and liberals was in bed with all these sending all these jobs overseas
Yeah,
for cheap labor.
yeah.
I would say it's a leftist policy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
leftist ideology.
Yeah.
Because-
whenever it's a tax, well, you're taxing foreign countries or whatever. I get it. It's
But both sides sold out the American worker.
yeah. But the problem with these people on the left, they think they know everything. They've already made their mind up. They don't like each and every day when I watch something, I'm objective about it and I question everything I'm already thinking.
Right,
Because
right.
I want to always remain objective. They don't think like that.
Their problem too is they're not willing to listen or learn new information.
Yeah.
They've already made their mind up. I don't have to go to Fox News. I don't have to go to these other publications that's right leaning.
Yeah, because
all I got to do is watch CNN. They would never lie to me.
Yeah.